What's up, this is your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic. And this weekend we have Nicholas Walters versus Vasyl Lomachenko. High-tech Lomachenko. Now before the fight, if you watched the prediction video that I did, I really pointed out ring rust would be a problem for Nicholas Walters in this fight. And I thought in the beginning it would be a big problem. I thought Lomachenko would put a lot of rounds in the bank. The ring rust was a problem through the whole fight. I thought eventually Walters would find his range, his distance, and his rhythm, but he hasn't even fought this year. I thought the Jason Sosa fight might have been this year, but it was actually last year. And he found zero rhythm, zero distance. And a lot of people said after the fight that he was making excuses. He was trying to downplay Vasyl Lomachenko's victory, and he said it would be a different fight if he would have got one or two fights in this year. And I definitely agree, and I pointed that out, that ring rust would be a problem. Lomachenko was hurting him with a lot of punches that we really haven't seen Nicholas Walters hurt with. And we know Lomachenko isn't the biggest puncher in the world, but him getting acclimated to a new weight and him probably planting his feet more when he throws a little bit more is, a good reason why he's hurting guys now. He's being more aggressive. He's getting acclimated to the pro style. He's developing more of a pro style now with the same style that he does have. So he knows he has to plant more, similar to when Mayweather moved up in weight and started planting his feet more when he went to 140. And even though his punch count dropped, he's still planting his feet and generating more power. He was less on his toes, and Lomachenko was doing the same thing, even though he's still showing you the angles. He was hurting Walters with a lot of shots. Everything he threw that landed flush seemed to hurt Walters, and that's due to not being, used to fight. You can't simulate a real fight. Just like in football, you can practice and train all you want, but if you haven't played football in a while, it's a whole different type of conditioning and strain on your body when you get into a real physical game. And that's the same thing with boxing. Your body's not used to, taking those blows for a long time. You're not going to react to them well. So I do agree with Nicholas Walters on that point. Like I said in the video, they hung him out to dry. They starved until he took Lomachenko's offer this time, which is probably less than the highest offer he got last time. But there's no excuse for him quitting this fight. Fans pay to see him put it all on the line. He's the X-Man. He has that persona of being a very tenacious and very feared fighter with his power. And for him to quit on the fans and to quit on his corner like that is unacceptable. He said Lomachenko hurt him real bad with a left hook. He was going to be knocked out anyway, so he found a way out of the fight. Lomachenko put on the show, but I think if Walters had more time to train, not more time to train, with a bit more active, it would have been a little better fight. Probably Lomachenko would have came on top, but Walters would have put up a bigger and better fight in my opinion. But taking nothing from Lomachenko, he dominated. He was number 3 on my list pound for pound coming in. He's definitely probably number 2 now and could make a catch on number 1 with some more fights under this belt. And you have to remember that, in another professional league he fought in where they didn't allow to hold your glove open, he had some pro fights in that with no headgear on and lesser weighted gloves. So he had a few more professional fights that didn't translate to professional wins. It's your boy CJ Goodfella. We go.